Hi everyone, today is the day. Today's the day we say goodbye to the $15 Walmart table because we're finally making a workbench to do work on. I will say the $15 Walmart table, it worked quite well as a workbench, all right? You guys gave me some shit for it, but it worked really well. But this new workbench is gonna be so much better. It's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be stronger, it's gonna have some accessories on it, like a power strip, like a vice grip, like a sheet metal bender. I got a crap ton of wood over there, and some other things, all for $115. The workbench at the store, which is significantly smaller than the one we're gonna be making, was like $350. So we're saving money, we're making a cool workbench, and it's gonna be awesome. The other thing we have for today is some fans. No, not you guys. These guys. Actual, like, air blowing fans. It's summer now, and it's like, you know, really warm outside, and the shop gets really warm, and we're working on cars, so it gets pretty miserable. So these should help bring some air into the shop, help cool it down, and help it make it a little bit nicer to work in here. I wanna give NewAir a huge thanks for sending out these fans for the shop. If you guys are interested in fans or fridges like the one we got in the office, or a ton of other awesome appliances, I'll have a link to NewAir in the description. And if you use the discount code Gingium, you save 15% off for the fans and 20% off for the fridge. That's a lot of money. We're gonna start off by quickly installing the fans so we can use them because it's warm in here. And then we're gonna build ourselves a workbench. I didn't get long enough screws. Oh! This is just on low. Oh, that's so nice. That's awesome. It's not too noisy. I'll hang up the second one later. I want to get to work on this workbench. Let's do it.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began with a new art form. Makes me feel I belong to something.
So the structure of the workbench is done. Oh, walk it like please be quiet. Structure is done. I'm gonna add some supports and then we are going to paint the structure parts because we're painting the structure part black and then we are staining the top a dark gray. workbench is done. This is such an improvement. This thing is big, it's strong. I love this electrical setup. You got some very easy access plugs and they close. So when we're doing like metal work or woodwork, it doesn't get dust in them. I am going to be getting a big old bench vise right there and a sheet metal bender for our fabrication needs. I'm also gonna be putting some wood down there so we have some storage. Speaking of storage, actually, we went from this tiny old thing to this big boy. This thing is super sturdy. I can just, you know, hop on. Chilling here. It could be a little seat if I wanted it to. It might be a little tall. It's about waist height. I believe it's like almost 40 inches high. If I make another one, which I probably will, I'll make it a little bit shorter. But everything else is awesome. I was planning on staining the top a dark gray, but I didn't really like the color, so I think I'm gonna stain it like a lighter gray to match like that, to match like that, in the metal here. I also went ahead and installed the next fan. I'm a very big fan of these fans. It makes the shop so much nicer to work in this weather. So huge thank you again to NewAir for those fans. One thing I really don't like about the shop is how much junk I have. I've got so much garbage, like all this wood, all this metal from the Previa, and these tires I don't use, these broken lamps I don't use, a lot of stuff up there I don't use, all this garbage right here, all this garbage, this old roof rack, garbage, not garbage. I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just throw the garbage away? I went to go throw the garbage away in our little dumpster back there for all these shops, and there's a lock on it. The last 3 times I've gone to do garbage, there's been a lock on the garbage. I can't throw away garbage when it's locked. Why am I paying for using the garbage if I can't use the garbage? I think one of these times I'm just going to load up the bus with all this junk and just take it to a dump or something. Get rid of it all. Gingium has a very bad habit of collecting junk because I'm like, hey, I might need that in the future, and then I never use it. But yeah, guys, that is how you make a awesome, cheap workbench. All of the wood for the workbench, 16 2x4s, $57. So that is like the ultimate $60 workbench. $60, that's like nothing. Now I had to buy a couple little things like screws, paint, some sanding stuff, and then that electrical little port. But even with all of that, it was still only like $100, which is a third of the price of the 3-foot Husky workbench at Home Depot. So it's over twice the size and under a third of the cost. Yes, that's what I like to see, and hopefully you guys like to see this as well. I am happy with how my woodworking skills are improving. This workbench looks okay. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a like. If you didn't enjoy, please give it a dislike, and tell me why so I can improve my content. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. In the next video, tomorrow or the next day, we are going to be working on the bus again, doing some small improvements. And pretty soon, we are gonna be doing the electrical system on the bus. After we do that, then it unlocks a whole new awesome build chapter of the bus, because we're going to be putting appliances in, we're going to be putting a sound system in, we're going to be putting a sink, air conditioning, heat, charging system, all sorts of awesome stuff. But we can't do any of that until we put the electrical system in there. Problem is that thing's really expensive. So I'm just talking because I'm enjoying talking right now. I'm going to go home and edit, so bye. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I'll see you next time, and peace down. It's so dumb. Some of you OGs remember a long time ago when I said I was gonna stop drinking soda. Well, I didn't stop drinking soda, but I am slowly weaning myself off soda with this. It's just water with fruit in it, but it's so delicious because it's water and it tastes amazing. So it's like, I wanna drink the water, and then when I drink the fruity water, I don't crave pop anymore. And boom, I don't drink soda anymore. I'm so excited. Bye.